Welcome back to Disco Elysium. What we did last time is we examined the body, we examined the footprints, we talked to Kim. He wasn't very keen on speaking about himself, he still isn't. And for right now, we have a whole bunch of options we can do. We should probably call our Lazarus. It's not just that we have to call our station's hospital, it's also that our badge is missing. We should probably report our badge is missing, being a responsible policeman that we are. Aside from that, there's a lot of stuff we need to do, like get a reality lowdown, because we have no idea where we are. Perhaps we should ask someone rich, because rich people are educated. Where would we find an educated person in Martinez, you might ask? Well, I guess we'll just have to keep on looking. But for right now, I think, let's keep on going with the case and the fact that we probably should call the hospital, seeing how we've forgotten about everything. And maybe even report our badge missing. How about we do that right now?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Pick up the radio.
The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens, radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
You know what? This is one for the chat, because I love all these options. Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker. Copy. Hi, Alice. This is the officer for the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. What shall we say to Alice, do you think? Undisputed. Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
You could swear she was friendlier with the lieutenant.
Under the green Prime Line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is.
Well, maybe we shouldn't pursue that for now. We have a couple of options. How about for right now, we just call the Lazarus? That's the latest thing that Kim told us to do. Let's call our hospital, see if they have something to say about our situation.
It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
You hear a man clearing his throat briskly while he answers.
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
I was told to call the Lazarus. People are worried about me.
Oh, it's you.
Me? Do you know who I am?
Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me.
Okay, this is clearly the superstar option. We are already a superstar. We've established our superstar. We are some kind of superstar. So obviously, we need to say this. Good fortune. You mean good fortune, right? You're basking in the floodlight of my glory.
Basking in your glory, yeah? Practically drowning in it. Please, tell me what your complaint is before I am completely submerged.
I think I've had a heart attack.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Well, yes, obviously. I wouldn't be making this call if I weren't.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Oh wow, that's a reassuring, Dr. Gottlieb. I've lost my memory. Like all of it. Like entire, it's all gone.
With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised.
You're not surprised? Okay, anything else?
What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
You know, that's not a terrible idea.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
Is there anything that you could do for me, Doc?
What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
Yes! Yes, I want to hear the truth. What's going on with me, Doc?
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Well done, Mac Torson. Well, the doc isn't going to help us. I guess that's it for now. The phone clicks. Suddenly you hear already a familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Yes, could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got an urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Just reporting in. Over.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, over.
My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 1022 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
A dry voice asks in the background.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieu, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Dietmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
The man in the background sounds like he's losing his patience.
Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
He says, fighting off laughter.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge.
Well, that's true, because our true name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Well, Chad, what shall we do? Shall we tell the operator to tell them stop, this is serious? Or shall we be sarcastic about it? Ha ha ha, yeah. The officer lost his badge, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Can we just move on and be done with it? What shall we do? What do you think, Chad? How are we gonna deal with this? Just as I expected. Haha, officer's lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge.
He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically.
Oh god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this.
Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over.
Mullen dicked us.
Well, I guess it didn't matter what we're gonna say, so... Come on, operator, tell him to stop. This is serious.
He's asking you to stop, says this is serious.
Of course it's serious. He lost his fucking badge.
Satellite Officer Vikmar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over.
Well, thanks. Can we just move on? I wanted just to get it reported and be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Aren't you the guy that just glued his eyes together?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now?
His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Oh wow, the game actually does remember that. Didn't you glue your eyes shut earlier? And now you're making fun of me?
Badge.
The man is laughing too hard to form coherent sentences. The only words you can make out are lost and a badge. Could you all please stop saying lost his badge for a moment?
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
Jules PDA is being very professional about all this.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
Yeah, our reaction speed may have come up with something, but unfortunately our reaction speed is miserable, so we didn't come up with anything. So... say nothing, I think, is better than
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
You can hear laughter in the background. Oh boy, this is just getting worse and worse, isn't it? Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
The room roars with laughter.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck. Well, we can either say nothing, or we can use drama to convince them that we did not lose our gun. And oh boy, this button hasn't worked so far, apart from the very first try. And if I ever hoped that you guys could improve my intelligence for this check right here, it would be right now. We cannot retry this check. This is a red check. If we fail this, it's gonna get ugly. Let's hope this works, and let's hope you guys actually want to give me a boost. Oh, it didn't work. It's at 58. Let's just go for it. Let's hope we get the roll.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
We got fucking snake eyes. Are you serious? We got 2 1s? So that would have failed even if we had 97% chance of succession. we still got snake eyes, and that would be ultimate failure. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna wiggle our way out of this one. No, of course I didn't lose my gun. Fuck it, I didn't lose my gun.
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one. Describe the plasma gun.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I wanna describe the plasma gun. But I guess if we were to listen to Inland Empire, it would be the first one. We could ask him what he's packing. We could just go with a regular goddamn murder weapon you have here, bang bang. And we could just outright say we don't have it. What do you guys think we should say to this? Yeah, let's give a description of our gun. This is not going to go well for us, regardless. But what do you think we should... How should we get ourselves out of this pit that we're in right now? Alright, we got a 50-50. I could go with a coin flip. But for right now, I think like this would be the most... At least we can cover our back maybe with this. So we're gonna go with... Kim, what are you packing?
It's a single shot kill A9. An armistice to be precise.
It's a single shot armistice kill A9. Over.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
The man succumbs to laughter again.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself. But Disco here made him piss his pants.
Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he still got his wiener. Oh, man.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Yeah. This is one for the chat for sure. Yes, I lost my wiener too. Just lay off, okay? I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. I don't need to listen to this. Firewalker out as we turn off the radio. They know we lost our gun now. Like, we're fucked. That didn't go well. What shall we say to this? You know, I'm not even sure why I asked. I knew it was gonna be this. I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that.
That's a negative. Not going to say that. Over.
What's he saying? Share with the class.
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure her vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over.
I'm not even gonna ask Chad here because we already just kind of confronted him about it. We already went all fucking passive aggressive on him. So this is just the continuation that we'd have to this, to what you chose, is, hey, if you don't like the Fallout, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker.
Like he says you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place.
Who?
The disbelief in Wigmar's voice is overwhelming.
Satellite Officer V.
Fire Walker.
I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir.
No, you got it wrong. I said Fire Walker.
Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters.
Satellite Officer V.
I heard him. I'm on it.
10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm.
They're static.
Oh, God,
The man is fighting back tears.
Officer, do you need further assistance? Over.
Well, now that you ask, I am in dire need of financial assistance. I got 1 real to my name. I owe the hotel manager a whole lot more than that.
10-4, I hear you. I don't have the authority to grant your request, but
What does he want now?
he's asking for money.
Is he fucking kidding?
I don't think he is.
Don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all.
Right, that's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over.
It is paramount to the investigation that you grant me some money.
He says it's important to the case.
He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that.
Request denied, sir. Over.
Well, shit. Alright, at least we have our dignity. Okay, I heard you. No funds. Oh wait, I forgot to put my hand on my face before I said that. Okay, I heard you. No funds.
Anything else, sir? Over.
Well, this might sound odd, but there's some personal details I would like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to... Okay, rhetoric is kicking in. What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
We already know he's not there alone. Also, that's not... I don't think that's how you actually write down straitjacket. But, you know, with 1 million words in the game, I feel like a pretty much of a nitpicker if I were to point away I just did. Let's move on.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question.
Yeah, again, like rhetoric wants us to say this. Let's see. Hold on, are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? Please refer to me with my full name in the future. Any news about my family? Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM? You know, because there's a conclude question at the end, we can pretty much just go through all this. And it's not until we pick this that it's going to move on. So let's just go through them in order. Hold on. Are you alone in the room? We already know this is not true. I need some confidential information about myself.
That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Oh, we already knew that. Well, Schulz, I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
Yeah, I'm still here.
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Please refer to me with my full name in the future.
10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over.
Say my name.
Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
Please just say my name, Jules.
What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us?
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name.
Oh boy, this didn't go down the way I thought it would.
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics.
Any news about my family?
10-9, repeat
Oh.
message. I didn't
Wait, I didn't mean to pick that. Let's just
Mullen's drunk and emotionally...
Wrap it up.
skip ahead here.
Don't indulge in his drunken
Any
antics.
news about my family?
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
Inland Empire is advising against it. Maybe not. Maybe later.
Come again, sir. I didn't get that. 10-9, over.
Have I ever told you about my life before the RCM?
10-4, well, that's,
Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work?
He asked if he ever told me about his days before joining the RCN.
For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change.
Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar says...
I heard him. I heard him just fine. Jules.
So, was there anything else?
Hell, let's wrap this up.
Understood, sir. Over.
10-10.
Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Well, we were just trying to report our badge stolen, but now they already know we lost our gun. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but they know it now. I do believe we have some other things to deal with on the radio. So let's pick up the radio again.
57, how may I assist you?
Well, there's the civilian, Sylvie, we were discussing it about with Gart earlier. Gart told us that Sylvie left because he asked her out. That's his side of the story. That's why Sylvie isn't present anymore. But Sylvie was present for when I believe they had the keys to the back of the Whirling to the dumpster. So it might be a good idea as a policeman to actually call her. Let's do that.
Of course. What is the number, officer?
Kim, didn't Gart give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm on your thighs.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Oh boy. What shall we go with? Maybe we'll just go with the first one for now. I'm pretty sure she's met us before, but I think for right now we should try to act for a minute. We should act like a police officer. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days of work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Why didn't you call though? Didn't the corpse behind your workplace bother you?
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already knew about the corpse.
What does this union have to do with anything?
No one calls the police. The union would get angry.
You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. What do you mean by that?
You know, what the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Wait, Kim, Is she speaking truth? The union is the law around here?
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
Words are not necessary to feel the lieutenant's discontent for the situation.
So yeah, we can't really enforce law around here. It's all in the hands of the union. Well, we could just establish our authority, or just admit to the fact that there's a limit to my authority. Or we could press on. Ask her to tell us why exactly did she let a corpse hang in her own backyard for weeks instead of calling us. How about we let Chet decide this one? Are we gonna be a complete asshole about it or something else? How should we approach this situation? Chat has spoken. Sylvie, tell me why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyard for weeks instead of calling us?
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
Oh boy, well, you already picked the option to go this path. Authority really wants us to get assertive. Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin?
I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually.
Her voice breaks. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say the first thing. It's okay, Sylvie. Things happen. Not really your fault.
Yes, I know. It's just... Was there anything else?
We could have pressed on, but I feel as if she's really not, you know, a suspect, so we shouldn't treat her as a suspect, even though we got a little authoritative there. Do you know who made the call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires. People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
So that actually gave us an upgrade here. We've crossed over Call Sylvie using Kim's shortwave, and now we just have to keep searching for the caller, despite lacking any obvious leads. This might take some time. There are a few quests like this in the game that might take a little while. Like, say, let's say pay for damages. Yeah, that might take a while. We're one... I don't even remember how much we owe at this point. We're 1/60th of the way there, at the very least. Alright, Sylvie, next question.
Yeah, go on.
Well, we already were wondering about the victim's clothes. That's pretty much why we're calling her, so perhaps we should ask about that. Do you know who put the victim's clothes in the trash?
No, I don't know. It wasn't me. I haven't been out there since. I was terrified of the stench and the corpse.
She falls silent. You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
Well, Gart already told us that Sylvie left because he asked her out. So we can pursue this here, or we can just ask. What does the chat think we should do? Should we pursue the Gart path, or should we just pursue him further, or should we just conclude? What do you think? Oh boy, the chat wants us to continue on the guard route. Yeah, we already know that happened, so maybe we should be just upfront about it. Did you leave because of guard?
What? No, why would you even think that?
Oh boy. Our feminist that we internalize says this is Sylvie, don't be afraid of that pig, you have to stand up for yourself. This last one's just really not my thing. Maybe we'll just go with the first one. He told me he asked you out. Are you saying it didn't happen?
Please, don't bring Gart into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again.
Again? Well, hey, I'm from the police. You should answer my questions. do I want to ask her about our badge or our gun? Maybe we do. Have you seen my badge, Sylvie?
Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer. The law.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
How about we go there again? Wait, how did you first learn I'm a police officer?
You told me back in the whirling. You told everybody, and so does your badge. I don't need to hear about it anymore.
My badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere?
Oh, no, I haven't, sorry.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours?
Huh. Composure is pointing out the fact we don't really have a uniform. Not my uniform too. God, I should really look into that.
Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful that you lost it.
We lost one morale because of that.
It feels like you haven't worn yours in a long, long time.
I'm not sure after that if I should ask about my gun. Or the policeman uniform, but since we're already there, I guess this is the most logical thing to say. Have you seen my policeman uniform?
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things.
Oh, the disco things that we're wearing right now. The stained trousers. All the good stuff. Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
She sounds beyond exacerbated. I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and...
She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue. And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Oh boy, we had a night.
Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them.
Well, drama, you should have done it like a couple of nights ago, whenever this happened. Off of what?
You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that.
What, really?
I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall," painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there.
Oh, very, very nice visuals right there. I honestly don't know what to say, so how about we ask the chat? What does the chat think we should say? Should we have said we should have killed ourselves? And what would I kill ourselves? I mean, I look at this world, I would love to stay. Or should the chat also agree that we don't know what to say? Or just ask them outright, okay, just give it to me. What happened to our gun? Well, that's a 50-50 I don't have a clear opinion on. So how about we say that heads is first, tails is second, and I'm just gonna have Google do that for me right here. So wait, I say heads first, tails second. So heads would be, I don't know what to say. All right, we're just rolling all over the place, but yeah, okay. I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
I guess it didn't really affect you a whole lot. Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big butts cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns.
Oh, wow, we were getting really poetic, weren't we?
It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
Sure, okay. How about the paperwork that ended up in the trash container behind the whirling?
Well, you tried to jam it down the toilet, sir, clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I threw it out in the trash, thinking you didn't need it. I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective?
She doesn't sound like she's actually sorry. I think I got everything I need. Thanks, Sylvie.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
She's ready to hang up. Empathy is... There's a red check. This is a one-timer. If we fail this, it's gonna fail permanently. But it's at 92% because we know that Guard asked her out, and because we have an inexplicable feminist agenda internalized. We didn't actually internalize it, but it's like it's right there. We actually didn't do any work on it, but it's there. So that actually gives us the +2 here. How about we just go for it? Try to figure out why does Sylvie seem so angry with us?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
What skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
I'm not going for the last two, if that's what you're thinking. I love birds. Why would I ever trash the skua? Birds are my friends.
Yes, well...
The static of the radio suggests Sylvie doesn't have a comment. So you're telling me that I was the one who made you want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
She pauses. Go on. I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Hold on, which song?
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody.
Right. Was that all?
Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me, threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know.
I don't think I want to know either.
And then you screamed something about how you're actually a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too.
That sounds pretty intense.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Wow. The only reasonable thing to say here is either 1 or 5 is I'm truly sorry, and 5 is I don't even know what to say. The rest of this? I'm gonna regret this. Chat, what should we say to Sylvie about being the worst tenant of them all? I'm glad that the chat isn't full of psychopaths right about now. I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
But when I spoke to Guard, it seemed like he thought you left because of him.
Wait, really? No, this is absolutely not true. I like Guard. I really do.
Didn't he cross a line when he asked you out?
No, I was actually flattered. I've always liked him. It was just bad timing, with the corpse and all that.
There's a pause. You can almost see her on the other side. The telephone cord coiled around her index.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. I should have told him, maybe.
Well, I can tell him.
Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Well, that's not gonna be an issue, Sylvie. We don't have our gun anymore. It's gone. What else did I sing besides the OO? I'm looking for a song for karaoke.
All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Was I singing the smallest church in Saint-Saëns?
Yes, that's the one you like to sing along to the most. The later it got, the more that one came on.
Interesting. You still have to find a copy though, before you can blast it.
Inland Empire likes that. Right. Thank you for talking with me. Take care, Sylvie.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio. Wordless, the call breaks. Then, the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
Well, sure. We still do have the serial number from the boots, so maybe we should run that down.
Sure, officer. What's the number? And the make of the armor, if you know it.
E50 100 1000. The make and the model of the armor is Fairweather T500/VE.
Got it. I'll contact the ICP database immediately. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully they'll have dug up something useful by then.
The International Collaboration Police, ICP, is an inter-Isolari law enforcement service, the crown jewel in the moral intern diadem, alongside EPIS, and the coalition government.
Well, we obviously haven't heard anything back from the serial number yet from the ICP. Well, there was the button called save. I guess we should press that.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Felicio, and you're listening to Street Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
Speed Freaks FM, huh? As we look him in the eye.
Oh, is that what it was called?
He's trying hard to act as surprised. Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem.
Nothing to get into, really. But sure, let's focus on the important things.
He pats the motor carriage.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone?
I think we're done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
Her voice disappears into the void.
in the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Just close the door. Well, again, there are a number of things we could do. We could talk to guard for Sylvie. We could track down our gun, which now, well, everybody knows that we lost our gun and our badge. End of the debrief. Is it going to happen until the evening? Send victim's body to processing. We don't want to do that because there might still be clues left on that body. There's the Wild Pines rep. There's the unit boss. Victim's tattoos. Hanged man's boots. We need to get them at some point when Kim's not around. We already ran the number on the armor. Where's the rest of it though? We don't know. We should ask the kid about what he knows. He's the kid that's throwing rocks. We should read our ledger and name the case. Who put the clothes in the trash? We still don't know. Pay for the damages, get a reality lowdown. Who made the reporting the crime? We still don't know that either. And sing karaoke, the most important thing of all. Well, I know one thing we could do is actually, we dished out this damaged ledger in the trash, as it says. We found it in trash. It's full of notes written in a man's dense cursive. Have a closer look. Maybe it can be salvaged. Start keeping notes on the case. Well, we can do that right now. Perhaps we should.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Yes, well, we already know we stuffed it in the toilet. Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart.
Oh, Inland Empire doesn't like the ledger. Inspect the toilet paper.
It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue. They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper.
Well, chat, shall we leave the kitchen tissue / toilet paper on the ledger or take it off? What do you think we should do? This is not a choice for me. This is a choice for the chat. Do we leave or take off the toilet paper? Everybody's disgusted by the toilet paper. Yes, okay, let's scrape it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
That's good. Let's inspect the clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip.
On our finger across the aluminium.
The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Lieutenant, is this one of the hologram watermarks you mentioned as we point to the sticker?
What? Yes, halogen watermark used for adding information to RCM property.
Interesting. What kind of information?
It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
For example...
All RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
Uh-huh.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
That's convenient. That's all, thank you.
Okay.
He returns to his neatly kept notes.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Let's browse the white papers.
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What's in there? What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
That sounds like quite a bit. Is 2 cases a week a good caseload, Lieutenant?
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
2 cases a week appears to have been my load, Lieutenant. I'm not sure I completed them, though.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
Well... Are we gonna be apologetic about it? Are we gonna just face to the fact that, yeah, we're probably burned out? Or, you know, this is just the way a superstar cop does it. A nice, brisk pace. What do you think, chat? What should we say? Well, okay, that's fair. Didn't get anything. You know, I think we kinda burned out. We did lose our memory, and I can't escape the fact that maybe our job had something to do with it. So maybe we'll just go, I burned out, alright.
That's okay. We all do, sooner or later.
He nods, then turns back to his own case files.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry in your hand. The handwriting is extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
There was a mention of a naming convention here.
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too.
Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case.
Any more of them?
Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. It's going to take an effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
Kim, my cases appear to employ some kind of naming convention.
You mean the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one, with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why is that?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I seem to have a case named The Square Bullet Hole Murders. In all caps, I might add.
Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one The Man with the Hole in His Head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
He smiles. What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident.
Well, I do have to open an official case. Is there room in my ledger?
There is, for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish.
Let's commit it to paper. Using the pen that Lena gave us in the very first episode.
The tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out the ones I've already finished.
A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case?
No, actually. Any ideas?
How about we see how Chet feels about this? What shall we name the case? It's gonna be the Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. Which I believe actually was supposed to be the initial name for the game. I like that they went with Disco Elysium. The Setting Sun, or Shit on a Stick, or shall we just say we don't have one? What do you think we should say? Alright. I guess we're going with The Setting Sun.
Okay. It's a good name, but it has one problem. This case has nothing to do with the setting sun. At all. It has nothing to do with that, so... something more concrete, perhaps? Do you have something concrete, mundane, usual?
Usual is boring. We don't do that.
Yes, Inland Empire doesn't want us to do usual, like, let's say, the Hanged Man, which would be the obvious choice. But Inland Empire obviously wants us to say, the Furies are at home in the mirror.
Furies? Yes, well, I don't know. I have to be honest, I'm not experiencing the internal strife that it refers to. And also,
He furrows his brow.
could you make it less poetic somehow? Just a normal case name, you know? Think, what would that be? A good normal name.
Yes, you know what that normal name is, but it's so plain. Anything else, please.
Yes, conceptualization really doesn't want us to pick Hanged Man because that's the normal, mundane name. We don't want to pick that. So, I guess we're gonna go with conceptualization here and just call it shit on a stick. I can tell you for a fact this is not gonna amount to anything. But we'll go with it.
Ah, yes. I have to tell you, officer, I don't appreciate ironic titles. Other officers will have to use this as reference. If it's idiot or cockfinger, they're not going to get it. They're going to think an idiot and a cockfinger were on this case. So, do you have something less funny?
Yeah, sure. We can call it the Hanged Man, Kim.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Sure, we've named the case. That's a start. I'm done expecting these as we close the case files.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Well, we can still just go for the case files. We still have the yellow papers, the clipboard, and the ledger to go through. There's a lot of options here. I guess let's browse through the yellow papers.
In the back, you see thin, translucent copy of paper. Some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like marching armies. These look like official forms, waiting to be filled out. Then rip them from the binder and hand them out, according to type of form.
What types of forms are there?
3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, and the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. You don't have to be an intellectual giant to do police work.
Maybe not. Let's just go through them one by one. What's the misconduct fine?
A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. But they appear pleasantly vague.
So we may use that to our advantage, maybe. How about the station call?
These are quite sinister in turn. They give a date and time for the person to appear at the specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing.
So we could maybe hand this out to perps that we may want to interrogate later, or maybe just ask them to show up. Unless they field autopsy. We already actually did this, but let's see what it's about.
A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs.
Yes, the one we already filled up. Enough of these forms.
Yes, all that remains now is to fill those forms and hand them to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys.
We actually got a skill point off of that.
The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper.
Just gonna have a quick look here. Wow, we actually already have 5 skill points that we could put in all of these skills. Huh. I was not actually expecting us to have this many. We may have to start distributing them at some point. We'll do that maybe in the next episode. For right now, it's good to know that we have them. Let's have a look at the clipboard.
It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back you see the embossed letters, RCM.
What did you say the color was?
Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it.
Shake the ledger.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment?
Let us peek inside.
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
How would I open it then?
With your hands, U4-sized pages hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board.
Well, that's an interfacing check, which is at 58% at the moment. It's more than 50. It's also given us -1 because we thought of some long way from home. Oh, I clicked the button to actually improve that by accident. If you want to improve this, you have to press Motorix right now. But I didn't mean for that to happen. I didn't mean to click it. So I don't expect there to be a change. Yeah, that's what I thought. Lonesome long way from home. We still haven't established that. But it's only 1 hour from, you know, missing from getting to where it's supposed to be. As for volumetric shit compressor, well, we already got this, and we got the white checks unlocked for endurance. It has increased our cap for endurance to 4, but I'm not sure if that's necessary. Maybe we could do with a 1.2 endurance at this point. But on the whole, I don't think volumetric shit compressor is going to do a whole lot for us from here on out. But if we do want to forget this thought, it's going to cost us a skill point. And it's going to be lost forever. So, maybe not yet. Maybe not just yet. But this Lonesome Long Way From Home is actually prohibiting us from doing the thing with the book. So if we were to stop thinking about that for a sec. No, it's still there. It's still gonna be there. How about we smell the ledger?
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner.
Well, I suppose we could just try to open the hidden compartment.
Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic to slide it open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some, then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess suddenly afraid of you for some reason.
Well, we could go for the case files, but there's a lot of those. I don't think we're gonna be able to read through them. So I do believe we're done for the time being with the damaged ledger before we can actually
It's the ledger you found in the
open the hidden compartment. It's not going to amount to much. We'll probably get a chance to do that in the future, but for right now, I think it's time we said goodbye to Disco Elysium for the time being. We haven't done a whole lot, honestly. We've called our apartment, we've reported our badge missing, and our gun. We didn't want to admit to that, but we lost it, and we admitted to it. And currently we have a lot of tasks to do, including reading the watermarks in our ledger. Talk to guard for Sylvie, which is probably gonna go down really well. But like I said, I think for right now, I think we're gonna say goodbye to Disco Elysium, as we really haven't done a whole lot to solve the murder. We've established the cause of death, and that's about it. Besides that, we've just basically made an embarrassment of ourselves, which I know, I don't know, for better or worse, that's what we've done. And maybe next time we'll do a little better. Maybe we'll be able to improve ourselves. Maybe, perhaps, we'll be able to show Kim what kind of a cop we are. We are the superstar cop, but we haven't really showed that off yet. There's no real superstardom that we've done. So far it's kind of pathetic. But, oh boy, we have a lot of people to talk to and a lot of cases to solve as we get back to Disco Elysium next time.